In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken from Rome to Galilee. So everyone from everywhere went up to be home, wherever that was, from the desert to the sea. Now Mary was a gal who needed to talk to someone wise, because God had revealed to her that inside her was the life of Emmanuel, and so she went up to her aunts, away from prying eyes. Found out that aunt was expecting a prophet, then wrote a song in which God is glorified. So Joseph was a carpenter, a man of David's line. He had to go to Bethlehem to be with his own kind. He was engaged to Mary, who would have seemed out of line, except that she was prego through the Spirit, affected more by many minds. Now while they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, but everywhere they looked was full, hostile, forlorn. They thought they just weren't gonna make it to the morn, but someone jumped in quick and offered them a barn. Suddenly their calm was interrupted by a crowd of a group of angels singing God's praises aloud. Then and there they excitedly explained how hosts of angels had come and told them to come now. Now Joseph and Mary were told how they were watching their flocks by night, when all of a sudden there appeared a great light, and how those despised in other men's sight were the first to hear that this babe was the God of wonder and might. When Mary heard all these things said about her son, that he was the Messiah, she the chosen one, and that he was a king who was going to sit upon the throne, she stored all those things up in her heart. I'll place hers and God's alone. Now a while later, after they got set up with a place, Magi came bearing expensive gifts, exuberant praise, for following a star in the east for many, many days. But they had to leave by a different way, because the king had gone insane. One night an angel came to Joseph in a dream. Escape they must, so they ran off, leaving Judea in the dust. Word got round that the king was killing babes because he had no trust, but eventually, in the ground, he was laid to rest. Now, I doubt that Mary and Joseph knew at the time of delivery the baby who came into the world would shake all of history, that 2,000 years later he would still get all the glory. But wild and crazy as this all may seem, it's part of a very true story. Yo.